Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel, The House of Jen. Today we are going to create a beautiful tropical inspired arrangement using mums. Oh my goodness, if you are new here, my name is Jenny. We are going to have so much fun. I'd love for you to subscribe. Let's jump in. Friends, I want to show you my Trader Joe's flower haul and kind of brainstorm with you the idea of what I want to do to try a new technique that I have never done. And I'm excited to kind of like do it along with you. So I will explain that. But chrysanthemums. Okay, I picked up a bunch of mums. Chrysanthemums are like the sturdiest flowers. And I feel like they get such a bad rap. And so I really want to showcase these beauties. And yes, this is a summer floral arrangement. You may be thinking, Jenny, okay, that is a fall flower. That's an autumnal flower. No, no, no. I know it's typically seen in the fall, but we are going to make it tropical. We are going to make it beautiful. We are going to make it fun. And I want to show you one example here. Does this not look like the gorgeous dahlia flower? It looks so similar to me with all the little ridges and the ripples. I've actually grown dahlias before and they are beautiful, but they don't last as long because they have that straw-like stem. And oh my goodness, we are getting into some hot temperatures. And in the summer, I want my flowers to last. So I'm going to show you what I found real quick. We've got purple dahlias. I have this small, well, see, I called them dahlias. They look like them. They're not. They're chrysanthemums. And kind of the mini version of this lovely purple here. And then this, I love how these look like little daisies. So these can also look kind of summery. And then kind of the jumbo light purple mum. And then I thought these just look like shredded tissue paper. And I always love dollops of white, like whipped cream and coffee in your flowers. So beautiful. And then I got some really interesting tropical. Look at the striations here with the purple tones. Now you can kind of see my inspo. And these kind of lime, citrusy green, curly little leaves. So we are going to make a fun arrangement. I'm going to take these out of the bags and we will get to it. Okay, friends, so I've unpackaged all of my beauties here. They are so beautiful. And what I am thinking is start off with the leaves as kind of like a crisscross pattern. And I just want to show you how fun these are. Premium greens, you guys, aren't these just absolutely fabulous and fun? This one has a little bruisey bruise right there. Let's start off with a really, really pretty one. This one looks great. Okay, so how absolutely fun, fabulous, and this is definitely going to be part of the inspo of the piece. I thought about doing a lot of them, but I think what we're going to do, kind of like a planter, I'm going to make this beauty the center and then go from there. I can always change my mind, right? But how fun would that be for a floral design? I think I'm just going to stick it on in there. Oh my goodness. Should I cut maybe at an angle? Probably, so it can get some extra water. Let's do that. Okay, let's try this. I'm so excited. You know, I don't have any floral tape, and it may be easier. You guys, I'm wondering if it would be easier for this type of arrangement because I want it to kind of be gridded off. I think it will be. Let's add some floral tape and we'll be right back. Okay, so we are all taped off. Just some clear Scotch tape. You could use floral tape, but my floral tape is green and I didn't want it to stand out. And I have my little marble turntable here as we floral arrange. So I'm going to put this beauty just like you would a planter, and that's kind of the inspo. We already had it cut. Then I realized, oh, might need some floral tape. So yeah, okay, this is much happier. It has little borders and boundaries right there. So we're just gonna let it kind of do its thing, and I'll probably tuck in some flowers within that center grid. And we are gonna start off with these beauties just because I'm so excited. They look like I said, they look like those dahlias that you grow And one thing with chrysanthemums, these leaves get really, really gunky if you don't go ahead and pluck them off. So don't think, oh, it might be nice to have some leaves. No, 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 take them off, take them off, take them off. And there are a lot of little stems too, so I may want to fuss a little bit and clean some of this up. But I don't know how much time I want to spend doing that. I can always do that later. Okay, so let's see how much height we want. You know, you kind of want to figure out your shape. I think I'm going to make these a little bit shorter, although we may have some smaller ones sticking up. I'm just going to give it a snip and just stick it in. Let's put it kind of like all around. Oh, that's kind of cute, you guys. I really like that. Let's just kind of, do y'all like that color right next to the green? I sure do. I like that a whole lot. So let's go ahead and make a little merry-go-round of these lovely flowers. And look how easy this kind of already dictates the shape. This one is the tall, kind of like the little shade tree, providing shade and refuge for these beautiful flowers. And oh my goodness, you guys, I kind of did this just, you know, you go to the store and I'll tell you, Trader Joe's had so many beautiful options today. And I love the romantic flower arrangements with like the white roses and the white peonies, how do you say it? But they had so many beautiful flowers. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to do something different and to give you a fun idea. And I feel like this is just going to be fun. You know, summer is all about fun. A lot of, if you have children, the kids are home from school, and oh my goodness, everyone just wants to play and have things happy and bright and sturdy, and you've got better things to do than changing out your flowers all the time. So you need to make sure you have some sturdy ones for the summer. Okay, so we are just kind of going along. We want them all to be about the same height, but you're not going to really tell because we have this bushy little thing. And because I have enough room in the center grid, this is working out fantastic. And we can just kind of do a ring around the rosy, or a ring around the chrysanthemum, rather. And we're just taking off more of these leaves. My goodness. Y'all, I almost question myself, but with creativity, you are always going to question yourself and you just have to go for it. I almost thought, what are you doing, Jenny, creating a fall flower arrangement in the summer? But you know, creativity, you can break some little rules while you're doing creativity. You want the main structure right, but you do have some liberty. Okay, this one's a little tall. Woo! Okay, where are we going, Bush? Stay on there. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many do I have total? You kind of want to be mindful. This is the last one. So as you space them out, you kind of want to be mindful of that. And we're going to, of course, put the other one right here where there is a gap. Y'all, I think I may invest in one of those little flower tools. Have you ever seen them where they go and all the little leaves fall out? But there's something lovely and relaxing just using your hands and plucking off these leaves one by one if you have a little bit of OCD in you like I do. Okay, we're going to snap that. And we're going to put this one right in here. Oh, so lovely. Okay, I love that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, y'all, this is so pretty. I can start seeing it. And then we're just going to kind of taper down. So what am I going to do? I think these happy little daisy flowers, because I kind of want this center yellowy flower, this kind of lemony color, to kind of echo where it is right here. And so I think I'm going to pop some of these guys in here. I think the biggest time consuming thing with mums, again, is plucking off these little leaves. I tell you what, these would also be darling in bud vases. Do I have any brides watching? Comment below. I love if, you know, so fun to kind of visualize your flowers. And I mean, let's be real, it is a stressful time too, but you want to enjoy and savor every minute if you are planning your wedding. There's a lot of June brides out there, I'm sure, and then probably even July, August, but so many fun ideas. You could even do like a smaller version of this in bud vases and be very creative with the tropical theme if you were looking to do that. Okay, so we're gonna make this one shorter. I'm gonna pop this one in. I need to even go shorter, you guys. And I will say, you'll be tempted to like keep all of these. Don't do it, because some of them are just not going to add anything to your arrangement. So you really need to pluck off a few of the stragglers. And we can always use that for something else. Okay, that's a good place for that. So I'm just gonna tuck that in, kind of where that triangular area. You want some of them to be lower, some of them to be higher. We are not finished with this arrangement, but the easiest thing I can tell you is whatever you do on one side, just do the same thing on the other side. And that way you really don't have to think about it. Okay, so we have this one. And you know, I may want to even go a little fuller just to kind of fill up some space. Oh, I think this one's fine. They're all about the same. Okay, so taking off my little leaves, and I like that the stem is nice and long and I don't have to worry about stragglers on this one. All right. Okay, and get my little snippers. Okay, a little bit shorter. Again, you can always cut more, but once you cut it, that's really it. Okay, I'm so glad we have our tape grid. I thought I was just gonna go on the fly, but it really is helpful to have this little grid here. Okay, I haven't usually, it's funny, I usually don't work a lot with purple flowers. I did have a spa flower video that had purple flowers, and I love that one, so I can link that one below if you're interested in checking that out. But yeah, okay, let's use some more of these. Really, I mean, how easy is this? We're just making little rings, and again, this is the fun shape on the top. And I did tell you I was going to do a fun little technique, and I've never done it before, so we'll see if it works. If it doesn't, oh well. All this, you know, I love doing all things creative, and a lot of times I'll do DIY projects. I've never done them before, and I've got to tell you, I get so nervous about things. So I think it's kind of funny, and I literally say, hey, you guys, if I can do it, you most certainly can do it, because I get so nervous and I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. But then if you just keep going on to the next step, then you will figure it out. Okay, so we're gonna tuck this one in right there. Still a little tall. Still gonna pluck a couple of these off. Okay, a little bit shorter there, and voila. All right. You know, you don't want your flowers to look too crowded. You want them each to kind of have an individual space. We have 1, 2, 3, and then of course we're going to pop in one right here. And then I think I'm done with these flowers. We need to move on to another one. Okay, so this looks good. These have lots of little unopened buds. They'll stay fresher that way. So we're going to do that. I think will be fantastic. Okay, here we go. Got this one. Get in. Over here. Oh, yeah, that's kind of hanging around, so we'll make it a little shorter. And again, we're gonna flip off one of these. Okay. Stick it in right there. Perfect. A little bit lower, but it's fine to have some taller, some lower. And I found, you guys, I found these white. Aren't these so cute? Don't they look like shabby chic, kind of French country cottage? Oh my gosh, I just thought they were just precious and darling. You may come across stems like this. This doesn't really add anything to the arrangement. It was just kind of a flower that was once there. And, you know, I wonder, probably the florist maybe even thought, well, that flower just doesn't look that good. And sometimes I wonder if they just pop it off. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna get our leaves off here. So, you know, sometimes I think it would be really fun to grow a bunch of flowers on my own. But it takes work, you guys. So sometimes it's easier just to buy them, and Trader Joe's has lots of beautiful options. Okay, so again, we're popping off these smaller guys. You can always use them for other things. Going a little shorter. And we're gonna stick this one in. Oh, perfect, right there. See how that kind of breaks it up with the purples and the little pom-pom mum daisies. I don't know if you call them pom-pom mum daisies, but that's kind of what they look like. Okay, so we're gonna just add in some more of this white. You know, there's something about white. One easy technique I would want to share with you is, when in doubt, when you're in the flower section, you're feeling overwhelmed, buying white flowers always helps to kind of break up the arrangement to where you're, you know, like when you walk into a room and you have like a white bookshelf with all the pretty color books that you arrange. It's kind of the same with floral arranging. You want to kind of break up your space. Okay, let's turn this, and visually it just kind of clears the clutter. All right, so sticking that one right there, that looks cute, but it's a little tall. Give it a little snip. Okay, this is coming pretty cute. It's coming together. Okay, and then I'm just gonna tuck in some more white. You know, we have probably just enough white. Again, don't skimp on the white flowers. They really do help. I almost picked up those peonies, guys. They were so pretty. They had all white ones. Usually they have pink, so it was kind of rare that they had white today. And but I just wasn't feeling it today. I just wanted to do something different. All right. Stick those. Okay, this one I'm going to turn this way so it has more volume. That looks great. 1, 2, 3. You know, I think I could use these more later, but I have some other flowers I want to use. So let's check that out. I have not used these kind of lighter color flowers, and I think it would be lovely just to kind of tuck them in a little bit. So let's see where we can place these lovely flowers. I want to use the freshest ones possible, since we may not use all of them. I want to make sure that we are using fresh ones. They all look pretty good. This one's pretty. But again, when you're picking out flowers, I will always try to put them in the bucket, and then I look at my bucket, and then I go, okay, is the color palette going to work? And I had another shade of purple, but the purples just, they did not match. There was something about it. One was just a little too burgundy, and so I had to pop it out. And so feel free to change your mind in flower arranging. This one has a little more volume, and so I want to kind of pop it in probably right there. Seems good to me. I almost want to move this one over to have a little more space, but I'm not going to fuss too much. Since these are so large, I will probably only pop 2 of these in, because they have so many petals, and you have to have space unless you have a larger vase. Okay, that works well there. And I like how this one's kind of taller right here, and this one's a little lower. I could even make it slightly lower, but I think we're good, because you really want to cover kind of circumference area. And now I am just spinning. Sorry, you guys, if this bucket was blocking your view. Okay, we have a nice gap right here. And I want to pop in some of these other I don't know if I showed you earlier, these are kind of, they look like our bigger flower, but they are just smaller. And these, you guys, are fantastic if you're wanting to add some like little filler space. Ooh, sorry, flowers. So let's go with this one. I like this one. It has lots of little buds and so lovely. So let's go with that one. We're just gonna pop these leaves off. And no, I think this is really cute. I'm loving the color palette. So I want to know, who likes a continual flow of fresh flowers, or are you a special occasion flower person? So comment below, flowers, 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 if you like daily flowers, or comment special occasions if you're more of a special occasion flower person. I started out being a special occasion flower person, and now I'm a flowers, flowers, flowers person. As you know, you can get them, again, these are very cost effective. You can get them at any price point. You can grow your own flowers. You can do a mix of the ones that you grow and the ones that you buy. Okay, let's see. So I have this, and let's see where we want to put it. Now, where did I say I needed it? Probably right here. Yeah, that's a good spot. I'm gonna make it a little bit lower. Okay, I'm gonna take off one of these so it's not too full. And as much as I hate taking these off, it just has to be just the right amount. And that looks great right there. I love that. I absolutely love that. Okay, and really, really this deep kind of wine color is bringing things together. Here's a fun place to pop some right here. I think that was the original place I was going to do that. Okay, so let's take this one and just add a little bit. It's almost like if you're doing a painting. Oh, well, I really didn't want to take that one off, but too late. Going in a bud vase. We're going to save that one for a bud vase. You guys, that'll be my happy little bud vase flower. Okay, this one's cute. I may grow some mums. I was thinking about adding some more flowers to my little, I have more like potted plants outside. Props to all of y'all who do like the big gardens. Oh my gosh, I think it's so fun. Okay, that's fun, but it's too tall. Okay, clipping that. And excuse me, we'll put you right here. Perfect. We just needed a little spray. A little spray of something right there. And, ooh, right here, we need something. I wonder if we should go back to the lovely yellow and green. Yeah, I think we should, right here. That's exactly what it needs. And always save some, because at the end, you don't want to use all of your flowers and think, oh, I really could have used it right there. But we're not working with floral foam, so you can kind of take it out. But when you have tape grid, it's a little more difficult. It is. Okay. So let's see if we're gonna, definitely, I know we're gonna make this shorter. Pop this in right here where my gap is. Oh, lovely. Oh, loveliness. That is so pretty, you guys. And I'll probably go, like, you don't want your tape to be so short around here because it can pop off. So we may add a little bit more tape along the lip of this. But this is coming along really, really nice. Okay, now for these fun, fabulous leaves. Okay, so here is the leaf trick that I wanted to show you. Aren't these so tropical and beautiful? There's so many things you could do with these leaves. Again, these were kind of the inspo piece where we have all the colors of our color palette. We're bringing it all together. And so we really could just put like one or two in the back, which we really, really could. And that would be super lovely. But what I wanted to try to do is this. Have y'all ever heard of the staple? Let me see if I can find a good one. Where it's kind of like a ribbon and you kind of tuck it around almost to look like a bow. Kind of you could do it all around or on either side. And so I'm just going to take one of these flowers and I just want to see if it will work. Now, when you are doing this technique, you first want, this is very important, you don't want to have the back side flopping down. So you want to make sure you're on the top glossy side, okay? And then we're just going to get a good old-fashioned stapler, little stapler, and I'm just going to put a staple. Never done this before. Let's see if it works. Staple 1, staple 2, kind of like a V. Even staple one more, but I don't know if I really want to add any more things that are unnatural to the flower than I need to. Okay, give it a little clip. And let's see what happens here. You know what? I'm going to take out this white flower for now just to make space. I'm going to stick this in here. I'm going to have to add more water. I add this back. Okay, so we have a little loop. Now that's kind of fun. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love that. I really do. That's super fun. So then we'll just, again, with these white flowers, they're so, so cute. Woo, may have to like pop them out though and then replace. Okay, this one is just begging for me. It was too short anyway. This is an opportunity to kind of take my mistake out. Oh, we are tangled up. We are tangled. Ah, there, okay. So now we're gonna take another flower. I really wanna get some of the pretty colors in. So maybe on this side, we'll actually get the one with the super pretty colors. And I'm just gonna take my stapler. Oh, but you guys, there's a big kind of hole there. Let's find another leaf. I really love the yellow though. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. This, I may even use it just because it has all the colors. You know what? I'm just going to use it. Okay, so we're going to take the base and kind of make sure it's about the same. Give a little staple here. Good old-fashioned office stapler. And there. Whoops. Didn't go through on the double layer. Learn from my mistake there. There we go. Got it. Perfect. Oh, how cute. It looks like a little bow. Oh my goodness. You guys, I may fuss a little bit more, but this flower technique makes me so, so happy. And it just opened up kind of like this huge land of possibility in floral arranging. So if you've not tried this trick, oh, please try it. It is so, so fun. And it's so, so cute. Again, I have too many flowers. I can already show you. I'm a little bunchy right here, so we can kind of edit our flowers out. But you guys, you have to try this. This is so, so cute. I highly recommend. And I'll show you a picture of what this looks like after I keep fussing. But I hope this gave you some fun ideas.